Have you ever walked into a crowded room, maybe it's a party or a big meeting, and you're eager to jump into the conversation only to be completely ignored? Or worse, you start speaking and someone just talks right over you like you aren't even there. It is a terrible, sinking feeling. And in that exact moment, it's so incredibly easy to get defensive and just blame everybody else. But today, we're going to dig into the psychology behind exactly why this happens, and more importantly, how we can actually change it.
So if this kind of thing happens to you, we need to ask a pretty tough question. Are you losing respect? The hard truth we found in pulling together the sources for this explainer is that, well, the fault isn't really that other people are just rude. It actually comes down to 5 subconscious habits you might be doing right now. Silent habits that are literally destroying the respect others have for you. I'm going to walk you through all 5, and you'll want to stick around because I can almost guarantee that 90% of us do the 5th one on this list every single day without even realizing it.
Okay, let's dive right into this. Habit number 1, the availability trap. Are you too accessible? Think about your everyday routine for a second. Do you instantly reply to every single text? Do you drop literally whatever you're doing to help someone the second they ask? Now, you might be thinking, hey, I'm just being a supportive friend or a dedicated employee, but human psychology is heavily wired around the scarcity principle. It's like, well, think about gold. Gold is incredibly expensive because it's rare, it's hard to get. Your time needs to be treated the exact same way. Dirt is everywhere, right? So it's cheap, it's basically worthless. When you're always available, people subconsciously assume your time has zero value. If you want respect, you've got to make your time valuable. Don't be afraid to be a little less accessible. Just let that sink in for a second.
Let's move on to habit number 2, the cost of saying yes. This is the boundary problem. Man, this is something so many of us struggle with. We just say yes to absolutely everything. Why? Usually just to avoid conflict, or because we desperately want to be liked. So we take on extra projects at work, we agree to favors we definitely don't have time for, and we're constantly putting everyone else's needs first. But here is the harsh reality of human nature. If you don't set boundaries, people will absolutely use you. Saying yes to everything just makes people take you for granted. Without firm boundaries, you just drown in stress, experience total cognitive overload, and essentially give others the green light to use your time however they want. You have to remember, a yes to someone else is very often a no to yourself. Think about that.
Moving right along to habit number 3, the danger of oversharing, the emotional trap.
We're social creatures, right? And honestly, our emotions trick us all the time. When we feel overwhelmed, we get this massive urge to vent. We want to share our deepest problems, our insecurities, all our secrets with anyone who will listen, hoping it'll build a connection. But actually, scratch that. It's incredibly dangerous. It triggers what's called the vulnerability paradox. The world can be a pretty cruel place, and today's friend can very easily become tomorrow's enemy. Sharing your weaknesses with everyone literally hands them leverage over you. Relationships change, situations evolve, and people will inevitably use your exposed weaknesses against you, or they'll just turn your private struggles into their personal gossip. Keep your cards close to your chest. Really absorb that reality.
All right, that brings us to habit number 4, the weight of broken promises. Talking big, delivering little.
You absolutely know someone like this. They're the person who promises the moon, right? They swear they'll help you move. They guarantee they'll hit that deadline. They talk a massive game. But when push comes to shove, they completely vanish. When you talk a big game and fail to deliver, you disappoint people and you lose their trust instantly. Respect isn't measured by money. It is measured by the weight of your words. If you don't keep your word, your reputation is going to crumble. Respect is built entirely on consistency, doing what you say you're going to do time after time. So the bottom line, if you cannot do it, do not promise it.
Okay, here we are, the 5th habit, the noise of self-bragging, the most common mistake.
Like I said earlier, 90% of people do this daily. There's this constant, overwhelming need in our culture to just talk about ourselves. Bragging about a new purchase, name-dropping who we hung out with, talking about how successful we are. People think this makes them look important, but honestly, it just reeks of insecurity. It pushes people away. Let your success make the noise, not your mouth. Constantly hyping yourself up is just annoying. True authority, it's quiet. Real respect is given to the person who achieves incredible things but doesn't feel the desperate need to broadcast it to the whole room. Just let your results speak for you.
So, we've explored the 5 habits silently destroying your standing with others. Now, let's shift gears for the final phase of our explainer. Section 6, reclaiming your respect and earning your authority.
If you take away anything from our time together today, please let it be this. Respect is never, ever begged for. You can't just ask people to respect you, and you certainly can't demand it. It has to be earned, period. And you earn it by cutting out that over-availability. You earn it by setting firm, unwavering boundaries and protecting your secrets from that emotional trap of oversharing. You earn it by keeping your promises so your words actually mean something, and by dropping the bragging so your success can just speak for itself. You've got to focus on your own goals and value your own life first. Once you commit to these mindset shifts, I promise you, you're going to start seeing people treat you completely differently. They will literally feel your presence when you walk into a room.
As we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with one final question to chew on. Which habit do you need to fix? Be completely honest with yourself here. Identify that one area where you're leaking authority. Reflect on your own behavior and start fixing it today. Stop waiting for the world to change and start actively commanding the respect you actually deserve. Thanks so much for diving into this with me, and I'll catch you next time.